So you said a key word right there when you said making yourself not lose out on that goal. So when friends came to say, "Hey, let's go party, let's go out, let's go buy the new,"
Yeah, no.
I don't know
Yeah,
what your generation is, as far as clothing. Let's go do this. Go, smoke weed and stuff like that, strip clubs or whatever. So how
right.
did you navigate that with family and friends trying
Yeah.
to convince you to do something that was off your goal? How did you navigate that?
I just said no, like, at the time, and I mean, still now, like, it never interested me. I mean, we just turned 18, so I had friends wanting to go party, like, every weekend. Some that didn't even have a job or weren't even going to school at the time, so they could do it every night. To me, it just didn't interest me because I knew I had financial goals that I wanted to set for myself, and I knew that by doing that, I could end up spending a couple $100s a night, which would hinder me from advancing towards my goal. It was just a no-brainer, really. I just turned off the idea to even being interested in that.
So how did you deal with the peer pressure? I know they was calling you saying, "Oh, Alex, he's not being cool. He's flaking out on us." I think that's word Gen Zers use, but flaking out on us and things like that. How did you navigate that? The whole peer pressure of it, of your friends going out, but you're not. They going out and spending money, but you're focused on the goal, so you're not dealing. You don't want all that head noise of all the other stuff that's going on. How did you deal with that?
I got it. I did. I remember, friends teasing me or whatever for it. But it really didn't affect me because I knew the long-term end goal that I wanted, which was, while my friends might be able to travel now or do this now, I knew by, setting financial goals for myself, I would get to a point in my life where traveling or doing whatever I want would not be any kind of financial devastation to myself, where I would have the ability to do it whenever I wanted. So I was just basically looking about, 20, 30 years ahead from where I was, and where could I be then, and then just enjoy, do whatever I want in my life and not have to worry about anything. So that was really my goal, and that I think that kind of overtook everything else. Was I wanted to be here, in my future. I didn't want to be hindered from where I could be.
Right. So, I mean, I hear you say that you wanted to get to your goals, but what made you at that time? You transitioning from your mom's house to going to your girlfriend's house, but what made you like right there at that moment say, "Hey, I want something different," or "Hey, if I save, my financial goals will be met." What was that? Was it literature you read? Was it you seen it somewhere? Because normal Gen Zers are not thinking at this frequency, especially at 19 and 20 years old. I'm just talking about myself. Like me at your age, I was thinking of what's the closest club I can get into. So
Right.
what was your mindset to make you think like that?
For me, it was like any kind of setback was aggravating. So any kind of, how someone talks to you at work, or how, someone talks to you in your family, or how someone talks to you amongst your group of friends, or anything that I guess aggravated me, made me realize that I could solve the problem if I had more money, basically, because it wasn't the money that would fix it, but how I could use the money to fix the problem. Where, well, if I'm working at a job that I don't like, and I remember before I worked at where I actually work now, the company before that, and I won't mention their name, but I didn't like working there. And so realizing, well, if I had control of my finances and I had a kind of, not a surplus, financial power with, what I've got, and I'm able to manage what I have, then I won't have to endure anything negative from anyone or any company or anything like that. So it's just basically, I saw almost an escape by becoming financially successful because it would give me more power over my own life.